Hello, this is David Adams with D&DDesignStudios.net, and today I want to talk about rotoscoping inside Adobe After Effects CS6. This is something that I guess I just overthought it for a long time, and I struggled with it, and it was a lot simpler than I made it out to be. I notice a lot of people in class seem to struggle with it, and it's just so simple, especially with the Roto tool now. So we'll jump right into it here. Open up Adobe After Effects and find you a file that you want to roto out the foreground from the background, which basically is separating the two parts of the video. All I did was dragged this into a new composition, my Canyon video, and basically it's just a nice little video from the canyon. And what I want to do is I want to roto out this foreground, which separate this foreground from the background, which is everything back here. And the reason I might want to do this is because I may want to put something that I made in a 3D program, composite it down in this area down here or behind the rocks or something. So I mean, if you can do this, you've mastered a big part of compositing. So what I want to do, go ahead and double click on your Canyon video. I'm going to actually shorten it up quite a bit just so we don't have to do quite as much. You'll get the basic idea. We're going to grab this roto brush up here in this top left hand corner in our tools panel, click on it, and what we want to do, we just want to start painting over the foreground here, and you can just kind of let off and let the roto brush do its job. So you can see already the roto brush is already doing a great job of separating these two elements. Oh, let me jump back. Doesn't have to be perfect, but something else I like to do, I'll hold down Alt, kind of draw on these areas that I want to tell the roto, don't even try to add this stuff. So if you hold down Alt, it'll allow you to select areas that you want excluded. Alright, so we got a pretty good outline here, and what we're going to do is we're going to analyze this footage forward and let the roto brush kind of do its job. As you can see right here, it's doing a pretty good job. I'm watching the image, make sure nothing goes kind of crazy or berserk here. Alrighty, well, we got a good foreground rotoed out here. Let's go back into our composition. As you can see, foreground looks pretty good. Our roto layer looks pretty good here. Let's go ahead and freeze it. You don't have to, but what it does is it caches all this in the RAM. So that looks pretty darn good. Let's go back into our project here, and we'll grab the same thing and put it below it. And I have some match moved footage of this spaceship. I made this in Maya. And it's got a built-in alpha channel. So what I can do, I can drop this target sequence. It's a sequence of 340 images right in the middle of this, my two canyon. Now, as you can see, our spaceship appears to be behind the rocks. And that's kind of what we're going for here. So I guess I could have done some more as far as doing more footage, but you kind of get the idea. This is probably enough to get you started. But anyway, now we're pretty much done. We've got our basically our old Canyon video background. We've got our target sequence of our object or whatever we want to put in there, and then we've got our rotoed foreground. So that looks pretty good, and that's basically all it takes. A lot simpler than you probably thought it was. If you got a long image, it'll take a lot longer to analyze, but depending on the amount of RAM, you may have to freeze it every now and then. If you got 4 or 8 gig of RAM, you're going to run out pretty quick, but if you got 16 or 32, you may be able to get through an entire sequence without having to freeze it. Anyway, thank you for checking out this tutorial, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.